offense's momentum. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the tailback. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
So Washington's offense will take the field for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Osborne. He'll throw it. Immediately fires to the middle. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Right back to the well. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Huskies.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give on the inside. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Got his man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He's in open space downfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Back to throw, it's Osborne. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to pick up yardage. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. To the air, it's Osborne. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his 1st target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The lone back's got it. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Completes it in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down, 1st down, 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Osborne. Snagged out of the air. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The short hands. It's Callaway. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away on 4th down. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Looking to pass. It's Osborne. Back open in the middle. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Deep shot for the end zone. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. At the 35, he's loose. Running room in the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Looking to throw, it's Osborne. Stands in and takes the hit. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to get right back to it. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think,
breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. Take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. pulls and fires complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Trying to pound it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 20.
Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll give it to the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Slams it ahead. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to throw, it's Osborne. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense...
He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll run it from the gun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Moffitt. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? At this point, the way things have gone in this one, they're probably not surprised. You make a play and they wipe it out on the penalty. The Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets open down the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Washington coming to the line with another first down. He's got him.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff to the lone back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the ground. He's got it again. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense.
Turning it on! Picks up the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires left. And the missed connection on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Lost to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into a...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Husky. And they turn it into a defensive score. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play